Hi, this is Michael Adams for Stock Telegraph and CEO Roaster. And today, as I announced, I'm in Frankfurt. I'm meeting Avrupa Minerals, and those guys are over here because they have some confidential meetings, I guess. Maybe they're going to talk about that in a second. But let me welcome Paul and Mark from Avrupa. So thanks for taking the time to me. It's pretty busy. I can tell you about the rest of the room is filled, with stuff and papers and laptops. So thanks for taking the time to talk to me. And what's new? What's exciting? So what are you doing over here?
Well, we have some big news. Paul, go ahead.
Thanks, Michael, for having us, coming up to meet us. We appreciate that.
Sure.
Mark came in from Vancouver, and I came in from Lisbon, both centers of where Avrupa works. And we're here to discuss plans for our Slovovo project over the next 8 months with our partners and the senior joint venture partner, Bernkind International.
Okay. So, and did you already come to some ideas, some conclusion?
No, we're getting a rundown of the project. First, the technical parts, and then social parts and environmental issues and questions on how to proceed. And we're working into that. It's a 2-day meeting. We'll be here for another day and a half.
Okay. And are you doing these type of meetings also for your other project with your other joint ventures partners? So is this a constant thing to do?
It's regular, very regular meetings with all our joint venture partners all the time.
Okay.
This is a little bit more substantial because we've got a nice gold deposit at Slovovo in Kosovo. We are announcing new drill results. We've already got a resource that was completed earlier this year. The project is moving forward at the moment.
Okay, great. Yeah, and you indicated you will have some news release. We can't talk about that because this video is not in public information before the news will be published. So we can at least touch a little bit about these upcoming news. So what's in?
Sure. I mean, we've drilled another 15 holes, and we've got some results coming out for 9 of them so far,
right? Which
will be out by the time this video is done, as you noted.
Yep.
And we've been very successful. We've hit some high-grade intercepts. It's great. The resource we have is mostly in what we call the Gossan zone.
Okay.
And this is a slightly new area where we had a small inferred resource, but it's called the Gossan extension zone.
Right.
And we've drilled these holes in this area and hit, one of the intercepts was 45 meters of 2.4 grams per ton gold.
Wow.
That was one of the best. There's a smaller intercepts, 15 meters of almost 6 grams per ton gold.
Okay.
The exciting part about it for us is that this is expanding the area by about 65 meters.
Okay.
So eventually we'll incorporate all this information into a new resource estimate, and I'd really encourage people to go and look at this news release and see the great results because there's a long list of them.
Okay. And I will definitely put a link to this news release in the description of this video. And so the results that you are going to publish in a few hours, when did this drill program happen? Was that like recently, or?
This has been ongoing since early May.
Okay.
And we've just completed it. The drill left a week ago from the site. We've completed what we call infill development drill holes. We completed a single vertical hole for our downhole IP. We did 5 geotechnical holes for rock stability measurements and strength, and we did 5 hydrogeological holes for water flow and that sort of thing. All part of our pre-feasibility study, again operated by our partner, but this is information that's needed to go on to the next step.
Right. And how many meters did you drill in total in this part of the program?
Well, altogether we drilled somewhere between 3,300, 3,500 meters.
Okay.
And that would be 2,200 meters in infill development drilling and downhole IP, another 500 meters in hydrogeological drilling for water flow, and another 500 or 600 meters for geotechnical drilling, which we are utilizing that information for rock strength, rock stability in a potential mining solution.
Okay, and the good thing is, and that's the beauty of this business model, you didn't have to pay for that, right?
You know, our partners are funding the pre-feasibility. They have to have this finished by the middle of April of next year, and the cost will be fully borne by them in order to earn an additional 10% in the Slovovo project.
Okay.
That would bring their percentage to 85 and ours to 15.
Okay, that's good.
One of the things I should point out is that of this drilling, there's still 5 holes that we have not announced yet. We're still waiting for those assays.
Okay.
So those should be out in the next few weeks, probably first week of September kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about those holes because there's also potentially extending the mineralization a little bit.
Okay. I bet you're waiting until after Labor Day, because then everybody will be there in the market, and if you can.
We'll see whenever we get it.
Because what you need is, I really like the story, but you need more eyeballs on the story, and especially, and that's why I'm glad that you're coming out with results from the gold project, right? Because I got some feedback from some of my subscribers and viewers and readers that said, like, yeah, we really like the gold project, but the tungsten stuff in Portugal is kind of boring right now. Yeah, and that's,
well, and the base metals is the same. But
yeah, right. So
yeah, I mean, but the base metal project has the potential to be massive. But we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
I mean, the gold project here we have is exciting. One of the other key things that this drilling is pointing out to us is that this deposit is potentially open in several directions.
Oh, okay.
And we've got several other targets in the area. So there's a lot more work to be done here, but it's following a great process right now. We're pretty excited about these results. I mean, they're nice high-grade results.
Right. Yeah.
And they extend the mineralization nicely.
Yeah.
This is also important.
Definitely, and it's, again, I really like the project. Yeah, it's a project in Europe. It's precious metals, so that's what the market right now is demanding. And because one of the feedbacks or one of the criticisms I got was like, yeah, all the gold stocks are moving. Yeah, and in all fairness, your stock already moved, right? But there has been not to the extent that it probably could have, right?
Well, that's right. It's only up 50% since the financing we did, but for what's happened in gold since the beginning of the year, that's nothing. A lot of the stocks are up 300, 400%.
Right.
So
that's what my reader was referring to,
yeah.
right? So but hey, and I can say that to my viewers, yeah, that's probably what you have to look for, yeah, like companies that haven't had the outperformance in the market yet, yeah, and that's what a smart investor might consider to do, right?
Well, and one of the reasons for that, I think, is because we just closed the financing about a month ago.
Right.
And so that was done at 10 cents. And after that, we started to move up and the stocks cleaned up to 14, 15 cents. And I think that's, now we have money in the bank and we'll have good results coming out. I think it's going to be very positive for us coming out.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And yeah, as you said, you don't have too many expenditures, right? So this money will carry you a couple of months or years, or what's your calculation?
Probably, we like to say at least a year every time we raise $1 million. But one of those things is that it also depends on how much geological work we decide to do and how much more exploration work.
Right.
And with the gold price coming up and potential for bigger companies looking for more exploration, we may want to do more exploration work on some of the projects we've been keeping on the back burner.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of Portugal this year has been on the back burner. Our partners in the tungsten business have recently refinanced, and they have a little bit of money now. And then they're funneling some of that into the Kovacs project in northern Portugal, and we're making some progress there. We've done an environmental scoping study that's been completed and accepted by the government. We've done some metallurgical sampling for metallurgical tests, and that's all been sent into labs in the UK. And these things are again moving along now where they hadn't been for the past year. So Kovacs tungsten, despite the boredom, as you say, of the tungsten prices, is actually moving ahead. And if you look at tungsten prices, they're better than they were a year ago.
Yeah, and I have a lot of respect for especially Jim and Alex. Yeah, they're really doing a great job. But if there's no real, for them, if I would wear their cap, there's no real need to push it forward aggressively in this market for, as you said, for tungsten, for the base metals, right? So, and that's why I'm glad that you guys also have the precious metals, right? So, which gives you a leverage in both, right? Right now you have the leverage on the
gold
precious
side.
metal, on the gold side, which is moving, and I guess you agree, there will be a point in time, when the base metals are also picking up. Right?
Zinc prices are up 35% this year.
Right.
That's going to happen. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, guys. It was a pleasure, like always, to talk to you, get an update. Please, take a look at the news release that will be around this video as a link.
Yes.
If you're looking for a good entry point in a company that has not had the performance yet, which it to me, it deserves, I can say that, deserves, take a really, really close look at the company Avrupa Minerals. It's trading on the TSX Venture as AVU, and I will put the German symbols down here. And there's a bunch of information on the website available, right?
Yes.
And of course, you can always call into, I think you're the right guy to talk to.
Yes,
yeah. Give a call into Mark. His contact data is also on the website, and bother him with your questions.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.